This is a verbal earbud warning because I know none of you hoe ass bitches are gonna read a headphone disclaimer. So now that's done, let's get this shit on the road here. The CIA, the FBI, the FDA, the CDC, and God only knows the other three-letter agencies that are working together to collectively milk your testicles completely fucking dry. We are being castrated in multiple ways, but the two that I'm going to name are digital castration and chemical castration. The digital castration is going to go something like this. When you get on your phone and you start doom scrolling to hell and you're going along and your feed is showing you a bunch of gay shit. You're going to see dudes dressed up. You're going to see dudes with fucking dyed hair. They're going to be fat as fuck telling you that it's okay to be fat. It's not attractive to be jacked and fit and athletic. They want you to be fat. They're trying to tell you that it's okay to be fat. And for some reason to them, even though they can't get a single cunt hair off of a woman, they think that it's okay for them to tell you how to be more attractive. Now tell me how the fuck that makes any sense, and why is that being pushed, and why the fuck does it have so many views? Well, it's pretty fucking obvious. They want to hide the masculine side of the digital world. They want to push a bunch of feminist shit. They want all the guys to turn into girls. That's the whole point of this transgender thing. And this all started somewhere long ago with someone whose name rhymes, well, doesn't rhyme with, but it starts with a J and ends with a W. Now you take that in your mind and you figure out what I'm talking about. There's a whole fucking chapter in a history book about this. Now, I'm not going to say that, what happened is right or anything like that. I'm just saying that there was a reason that that shit started in the 40s. Well, 30s, really. So that is one way to think about some of this shit. And not to mention, they run the fucking news, they run the apps, they own all the fucking major companies that are in the United States. They own the government. They basically fund every fucking thing. Well, they don't fund it, but they aid into the United States government, and then in turn, we fund that. And then we go ahead and send a whole bunch of money to them so they can kill a bunch of their neighbors with our money, and everything's cool with that, I guess, apparently. Now, chemical castration happens in a lot of fucking ways. You don't have to have just this one chemical to inject, and how those singers back in the day used to, actually chemically castrate themselves. I'm talking about our food products. The shit they're spraying on our food products is not only giving cancer to the people that are eating the food and causing all kinds of fucking health problems, but what a lot of people don't even understand is that this population that we have, the female population, is being told that it's okay to be a whore. Just use protection and use birth control and all that shit. But you know what fucking happens? All of the shit that is in those birth control pills, or whatever other kind of ways to take that stuff, does not get filtered out in the water supply. So all of the estrogen leaving the female's bodies goes into the water system. It gets filtered, all that shit. And then it comes back and we shower in it. And all the fucking leftover estrogen soaks into our skin as men. And I don't know if you guys know this, but 50% of males may have not been diagnosed with, but they deal with gynecomastia, which is a common, typically benign, increase in glandular tissue affecting over 50% of males, often due to a hormonal imbalance of high estrogen relative to testosterone. Now, you tell me, why would the FDA clear this? Why would they green light something like this to happen? Why would the CIA do that? Why would the FBI, just kind of look the other way, just put their fucking head in the sand? Well, if you can't answer that question, I'll fucking answer it for you. It's because they have to turn the men into weak men, especially military-age males. And if you don't know why, I'll fucking tell you why too. It's so when they decide that they're going to become a dictatorship, and when all the billionaires have everything that they need to be essentially self-sufficient, that's when everything's going to change. They don't need people anymore. So what they're going to do is they're going to start throwing us into fucking concentration camps, slave camps, work camps. We're just going to be cogs. We already are cogs in a machine, but it's only going to get worse. And the reason they don't want military-age men with high testosterone is because those are the people that are going to stand up and they're going to fucking revolt against this shit. We are the only people that can do anything to stop this. And for us men to be able to read the Epstein files and read all the conspiracy theories about all this crazy, weird, gay, fucking sexual deviancy, everything that's coming out about all the high net worth individuals and high-ranking government officials, sucking baby dicks, eating fucking baby organs and fucking kids, all this shit, dude. There is no shot that the founding fathers of this fucking country would have ever let it get this far. There's no way. They revolted over a fucking tax. And we're just sitting here scrolling on fucking TikTok, scrolling on YouTube, scrolling on fucking Instagram, just so we can get some dopamine so we can have a good day, while everybody else that's way above our pay grades is out there fucking kids on an island somewhere, or eating babies, or sucking babies' dicks after they circumcise them. What the fuck? And now we kind of move into the data centers. What is that going to do? What kind of shit are they going to put in the water that has to cool those machines? Not to mention all the noise pollution and all the shit that goes into constructing those things. Billionaires getting mo cheddar while we pay for it. Because we are a bunch of pussies. And we won't stop it. Because we're so distracted. We have so much bread. And the circus is right in front of us. The easiest way to put somebody in prison is to put them in a prison that they don't know they're in. But the problem is we fucking know we're in that. We know we're in that bitch. But what do? What can we fucking do? Well, there's a couple things we can do. And the Second Amendment is that. It is basically the only thing we can do. That's what it's fucking for. To stand up against a tyrannical government when they start to turn on us. And start to turn us into fucking slaves. And fucking meat for them to eat because they're on a high of eating beef jerky on Epstein fucking Island. What do you think beef jerky is, huh? Yeah, it's beef, all right. It's my fucking cock in their mouth. I don't know. The more shit that comes out about all this shit, I just had to... the shit lit a fire under my ass. My ass hairs are gone. They're burnt to a crisp. It fucking stinks. And I want everyone to come together. I don't want it. We need it. We the people. We have got to fucking do something about this. This is insane. And you know what? This is the end of the video. I don't care if you like the video. I don't care if you comment. I don't care if you subscribe. I want all of us to get together and figure out a way to fucking stop this so we can have a good country again. We can have a fair economy again. We can have fair justice systems again. We can have healthy fucking food. We can have healthy water. We can have healthy air for all of our children to breathe and drink and eat. Man, this shit really fucking just really grinds my cock off into a meat grinder and fucking shoves it down my throat. But I guess I'm done yapping, so I guess have a good day, everybody. Good night.